Okay, so today we're going to be making Swiss roll. Okay, quite simple. A simple sponge. I'm not using any raising agent in this one. Okay, I'm using plain flour. Okay, so the only thing that I'm depending on to give me that nice texture with this product is the fact that I'm using a whisk. Okay, to mix the sugar and the eggs together, and I'm going to be incorporating air into the mixture by doing that. Okay, and also sifting the flour twice. I'm depending on that to allow the product to rise and have a nice texture. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is to add my caster sugar. So I'm using 75 grams of caster sugar. Okay, with 3 eggs. I'm not going to crack my eggs directly into the bowl on top of the sugar. I'm going to crack them one at a time. And that is just to ensure that I'm not adding any eggshell or anything that is not meant to be there. For example, your speck of blood, or I tend to take the chalases out. That's the small membrane that keeps the yolk in place. That thick bit there, I don't like adding it. So if it's obvious, I'll take them out. If it's not that obvious, I'll leave them in. So at the moment they're looking like eyes, so I'll take them out. So I need to add my 3 eggs to that. I'm just going to rest that there. I will, so I'm adding them one at a time. Ooh. And I've got another one here that is visible. I can't see the other one, so I won't remove that one. You can see it's very thick. Okay. And my 3rd egg. I'm expecting you to do this practical tomorrow. I know it's short notice, but it's very not a lot of ingredients to get. I will provide you with the flour, at least. Okay. So that's my egg. The next thing I don't need this either. I'm just gonna whisk these two ingredients together until it's light and fluffy, and it should double in size. Okay. So by doing this, I'm incorporating air into the mixture. And I'm whisking it on a high speed. My raising agent is air. Okay, that's the only raising agent. Okay, and this is in the category of mechanical raising agent. You've got different categories for your raising agent. You've got biological, you've got chemical, you've got mechanical. So I'm using the mechanical one today. You can see the volume is increasing. You've got the air bubbles forming. The aim is to try and get as thick as, when I'm finished using the whisk, and I lift the whisk and I should form a pattern on top. It should stay for a few seconds without disappearing. Okay, so that's what I'm aiming to get. It's still a bit runny. It won't be as solid as a meringue, okay? You won't form that, I won't be able to get that heat. So I'm aiming for it to get a bit more, I don't want to say solid, but have more volume. So if I make a pattern, oh, it's very thick actually. So at the top it takes should take a few seconds before it disappears. If I should make a pattern on the top. Can you see? So it's not sinking straight away. Yeah, so I'm happy with that. What am I doing now? Trying to get the mixture off as much as possible. I don't want to waste my mixture. Okay, that off. That away. Don't need these anymore. Right, I've got my plain flour, 75 grams of plain flour. Okay, I need to sift this twice. Any reason why? Does anyone know why? Monera? Very good. So to incorporate air into it while I'm sifting it, and then that will help with the texture. Okay. So I'm sifting it once. I haven't got any foreign particles in there to put in the bin. Excess wheat or anything, and I'm going to sift it again. Okay. And that's just to get the air incorporated in the flour to make it light. That's done. See, I'm going to add my flour. Okay. Just dusting it because I'm not allowed to use a whisk anymore. The whisk, if I use a whisk, it's just going to get rid of all my air bubbles that I've worked for in the mixture. Okay, and in the flour, so I need to mix this in lightly. But before I do that, I'm going to get my lemon zest ready. Okay, I'm going to use, that is all I was meant to use for the Swiss roll, but I like to have a bit of flavor, so I'm going to add a tiny bit of vanilla, small bit, not even a teaspoon, because the liquid will have an impact on the mixture as well, so a small bit, and then I'm going to use a bit of lemon zest. Okay, that's the skin of the lemon. So I'm not going to go too deep when grating, just the surface, because that white bit is very bitter, unpleasant taste. So just the surface of the lemon. And in this process, I don't want to grate my finger, so I'm trying to be careful as well. That's the stem of it. So you can add the lemon zest to yours as well. The original recipe did not ask for lemon zest or vanilla, but I'm just using them for flavor. Right, just gonna get this in. Already got onion on the chopping board. Get in here. Small bit here that I'm going to use on this small bit there. Happy with that. And another thing I'm going to prepare is my tray as well before mixing anything. Because as soon as I start mixing, it's going to start popping all the air bubbles. So I have these ready. So grease my tray, and I'm going to line the tray as well. I've already preheated my oven, okay? My oven is on 180, or if you're using your gas oven, it's going to be on gas mark 6. grease my tray. Then I'm just using the greaseproof paper to line the tray. Okay, then you need a metal spoon, not a wooden spoon, not the whisk, just a metal spoon. I'm just going to be cutting and folding the flour in until I can't see any dry bits of flour. So it's fully mixed in. As you can see, the mixture is reducing. Some of the bubbles are popping. You can see it going down in volume. I need to be a bit quick. If you're sitting closer to me, then you can see the air bubbles popping. Can you see them? No? So the aim is to try and reduce the amount of air bubbles that are popping. So I'm trying not to over mix, but at the same time trying to get all the flour mixed in. Get my extra bits from the side. Someone burnt that one. Give it one last mix. You can see all the bubbles popping. Very delicate. I'm happy with that. So I won't mix it anymore. I'm just going to put this into my tray. I think I see a bit of flour. Bottom. Trying to use all my mixture, or as much as I can, without wasting it. So I'm just going to shake this a bit so it evens out in the tray, and even by doing that I can see the air bubbles still popping, but I can't help it. Okay. Right, I'm going to put this in the oven to bake for about 8 to 10 minutes. That's all it takes to cook. And then I'm going to finish off. Thank you, Miss Paws. Thanks.